Hi, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are now on episode number 2 for the Michael Jordan Challenge moments. And we're gonna see how far. Well, actually, we're gonna see how good we could get into this because the first time I was terrible. And we gotta finish this tonight because we do got the Kobe Bryant coming out. Coming out Friday. And I got the Black Mamba edition, so we're gonna get it popping, man. So make sure y'all subscribe, man. Smash that like button, show some love to the channel, and comment below. Let me know what you think I should be doing better. So welcome and welcome back to the show of the Monster Squad. G. We're gonna get back to the Jordan Challenge. All right. So we failed on this one. Let's see what we could do in the All-Star game. Win the game, score 40 points, grab 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Okay.
The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If he had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until he either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he could get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star game.
I'm back, everybody. I apologize.
The yell weaving its way through these quiet winter streets as all the action is inside the raucous Chicago Stadium. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards.
Welcome, fans, to the All-Star Game. Get up and get loud for your West All-Stars. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex.
Come on, we don't got time for all of that, but yo, take that all.
English. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time most valuable player, an All-Star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics, 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players in his 3rd All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. The man in the middle, an All-Star for the 10th time. One of the game's most rugged rebounders from the Washington Bullets, 6'10", Moses Malone. At guard, the most valuable player of the 1984 and 1986 All-Star games. This Chicagoan is making his 7th All-Star appearance. from the Detroit Pistons, 6'1", Isaiah Thomas. And finally, the NBA leader in scoring and steals, an all-star each of his 4 seasons, the charismatic star of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the East All-Stars is Mike Fratello.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
Here's West now. Johnson outside. Here's Olajuwon. And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it.
East ball.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Jordan with the ball. Picked up by Malone. Jordan kicks to Wilkins. And the pass to Thomas. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Malone. Look at the domination on the glass by Moses Malone. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And, Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. Here's Johnson. It doesn't go for him. Now the East will take it the other way. And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts, but you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed they do. That shot missing. Good D by Wilkins. And here we go. Fast break, and Bird's got it. Malone, the pass to Jordan. Over Malone. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Fat Lever with an uncanny knack for rebounding. Lever with it. Now Thomas defending. Here's Olajuwon. Tips it up. Olajuwon with incredible footwork for a big man.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last 3 playing here tonight.
And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. And plenty of subplots to this game. For more, let's send it over to David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, this story has never gone away over the years, guys. Isaiah Thomas is, of course, a native Chicagoan, but you'll still hear some boos today from Bulls fans. That's because at that All-Star game a couple of years ago, people questioned whether Isaiah froze out Michael Jordan. And some people still believe it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, that story has not gone away. Thank you, David. For what it's worth, Clark, Isaiah Thomas denies there was a freeze-out, and Jordan himself says, I never said it. So what do you think?
But the reality is, we probably never will know the full story. Well, pretty much the perfect point guard, if there is such a thing. Magic has incredible passing skills, great size, unbelievable vision, plus leadership qualities that make him CEO-like.
Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And, you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? The West making some changes. James Worthy's checked in for English. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Lever. Here's Bird. Malone with the rebound.
Come on, bro.
Malone's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Drexler. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
And enjoying his finest pro season, Clyde the Glide Drexler making his second All-Star appearance. Worked over the summer with Kiki Vandeweghe to substantially improve his jump shot.
Now here's Drexler. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Drexler passes to Johnson. 1:24 left to play here in the first. Here's Malone. Dominique Wilkins comes up with the rebound. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
Here's Jordan. Following the score by Clyde Drexler. The shot by Jordan, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Well, Clark, there was some question whether James Worthy would actually play in this All-Star game.
Yeah, he's dealing with some tendonitis in his knee, and because of that, I think his minutes very well could be limited.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention to the big picture, doesn't he?
Yep.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
The West All-Stars with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Larry Bird.
Boy, Drexler is a physical matchup for just about any defender. Draws a lot of fouls and whistles.
Both free throws good from Drexler. Michael Jordan on the wing. Just 3 on the clock. No good on the shot. And so it's the West All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious.
The West All-Stars.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans.
Let's see what other players we have. We got Doc Rivers. Yeah, let me put my man
Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
Dominique Wilkins out there with Bird. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Thomas. And it's Malone in at the center. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for the West All-Stars. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Stars.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Doherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Shooting for West All-Star.
And Kareem looking to set the career record for All-Star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends. Even though they came up empty, that's exactly the shot they want. Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up a foul.
The East All-Stars shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And the West has made their imprint here in the early going, Clark.
Unfazed by those that are predicting otherwise. They're playing with a lot of confidence and maybe a little bit of an edge, too.
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
Yep.
Thomas passes to Jordan. Over Johnson. And that one goes long. The West leading by 4. Drexler inside. He's guarded by Thomas. Good D by Ewing. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the East. And not many out there who can elevate like Michael Jordan. Harkin amidst this All-Star celebration. Labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
Here's Jordan. Hands the 12-footer. Jordan's got 10 points in the quarter. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right. Wow.
And, you know, so far, I like the effort from both teams. It's an exhibition, but each team showing great pride. They're getting after it.
Johnson, the pass to Malone. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Excellent defense there from Ewing. Here's Jordan. It's good. This game is all even. Jordan's got 18 points in the game. And Clark, so much talent for each side, but they got to develop that chemistry on the fly, don't they?
Exactly, and that's what the coaches will be looking for down the stretch. Which group of players really complement one another and give you the best chance to win?
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Thomas. And even 3-on-3 break.
Come on!
And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That'll be his
Michael
of the game. So
we know you ain't got no handle.
Elijah checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. McGuire comes in for McDaniel. And Levers subbed in for Clyde Drexler. Lever against Thomas. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. That one's not going to go. Excellent defense there from Ewing.
And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
James Worthy's checked in for the West. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point.
Yo, I didn't miss
He's much
layup,
better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And, you know, they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
This shot, no good. The West
why he
trails
got a
by
layup all the
3.
way back to his
They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Just 5 on the clock. Aguirre kicks to Johnson.
Come on,
And
bro.
the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
East ball.
Now the East All-Stars with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now.
You cannot expect Thomas to miss a guy that open. I mean, he's got such a great eye for spotting shooters ready to shoot.
Johnson surveying the floor. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Olajuwon. Shoots over Ewing, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
On the floor, Keem just doesn't have a physical advantage. He's also very mentally tough. He brings a lot of focus to his game.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Michael Jordan getting it done for the East. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time
I don't know how they be
participating
missing
or
layups
their
like that.
17th.
That's crazy. Games like this, these players got 99, 90, missing layup. 2K got to do better, man.
The East leading by 3.
I
You know,
hope
you get into the latter
2024
stages
and
of
like
the
this.
game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Brad Nelson. Malone is out there with English. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Lever. And it's Olajuwon in at the center, filling out the middle. And for a report on the center position, we take you over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the big stories this weekend is the matchup of Moses Malone and Hakeem Olajuwon. Of course, Moses helped Hakeem a lot when he was starting in the game. He worked with him down in Houston in the summertime on low post moves and how to really rebound the basketball. Now we see the torch being passed from one of the all-time greats to a future all-time great. Kevin, back to you.
That's a good story, D.A. And there is that handoff, which is so historic to watch. Hakeem Olajuwon, by the way, Clark, got the 3rd most All-Star votes this year.
Which indicates how much the fans are beginning to recognize and appreciate his excellence. There's a reason that Olajuwon was drafted ahead of Michael Jordan. He's got a lot of game and clearly on his way to being one of the all-time greats. And in this day and age, you've got to have a dominant center to be able to compete for championships.
He is indeed a very special player. You're right. Way on the clock. Here's Ewing. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Olajuwon. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. It's hauled in by the East. Ewing's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, there's been talk about adding a 3rd referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it. And they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
Good job.
Jordan looking around. Bucket is good. Woo! Jordan's got 27 points.
All too easy for Jordan. Just unfazed by anything the defense throws at him. He's got an answer.
And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball they can pick up A lot more, certainly, with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the third official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That's foul number 2 for him. Donaldson, he's checked in for the West. Drexler comes in for Magic Johnson.
James Donaldson.
Here's Jordan. Here's Ewing. The size and aggression of Patrick Ewing inside.
The #1 overall pick in 1985, and it was an all-star rookie season for Patrick Ewing. Hurt last year, but nice to see him back where he belongs, right in the all-star game. And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Here's English. The shot from the low post is good.
You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny.
Jordan up top. Drexler defending.
Good to see Malone working hard on the defensive end. His team appreciates that type of effort.
Lever passes to Donaldson. Here's English. The silky high release from Alex English.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Jordan outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
That's tipped. Lever with the steal. Pass break. Here comes the West. Clyde Drexler soaring in for the finish. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athletes. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the West. McGuire comes in for English. And the East is trailing.
And, you know, a lot of these fans, Kevin, are really behind them. But in an all-star game, I think they really just want to see highlight plays from both sides.
I know you and I do.
Yeah, I love it. Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Lever kicks to Drexler. Over Jordan. The West again cannot hit. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third, and that one drops.
You know, this is why Jordan is such an effective scorer. Picks his spots really well inside.
Thomas against Lever. Drexler outside. That ball. Great assist by Lever. Drexler's got 14 points.
And at 26 points per game, Drexler ranks 7th in the league in scoring. His Blazers playing catch-up with the Lakers, though. Their improved defense has helped them overcome some early injuries.
And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting them touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
Shoots the three. And
come on, bro. That was on the green.
Things happen for the East All-Stars. And his big game just keeps
that was on the
bigger.
green. Like,
that quarter sees him get over 30
that's crazy.
points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. Down the stretch here, the East, Clark out in front.
Getting it done. It's been such a fun game to watch. Entertaining from both sides.
Woo, it sure has been. Ewing is out there with Bird. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. Then it's Thomas. And it's Jordan in at the two-guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Got to give Jordan credit there. I mean, he's got a knack for making tough shots in the paint.
Johnson attacking over Jordan. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Bird's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Jordan with the jam.
So tough to stop him on his way to the rack.
It is. Love the casual style on that bucket. Here's Olajuwon and Ewing with the block.
Boy, Ewing using that size to make an impact on D. He loves coming up with the rejections.
And Clark, when you look at Akeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves.
Third personal foul.
And that one misses.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500
4 more points.
combined.
I got my.
Well, you look at that Central
At least my
Division,
goal.
all 6 teams on pace to make the
second goal.
playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are breaked up pretty good. With the game in the balance, he is ramping up his intensity. You can feel it.
Thomas passes to Jordan. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
That one goes in. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Magic Johnson leads the league in assists, and he's also got the most assists in All-Star game history. He processes the game at another level, folks.
Down the stretch here, the West is leading Clark.
Getting it done, handling their business in fine fashion, and tell you what, it's been a really entertaining game.
You said it. Olajuwon dishes to English. Back to Olajuwon. Shoots over Ewing. Second chance shot. A nice shot by
Come on,
Olajuwon.
man. Like,
Hey, it's
yeah.
inexcusable not putting a body on the key. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Lever. Johnson with it. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Malone's checked in for Worthy.
First team foul. In for the West.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson, the pass to Malone. Here's Olajuwon. And Ewing sends it back. Jordan inside. Malone on him. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 40 points. And Jordan Clark within reach of the record.
He's almost there. Keep that pedal to the metal is what I say.
Johnson against Jordan. Johnson kicks to Malone. Another spoon-fed basket from Magic.
And, you know, before every game, Karl Malone calls his mother back in Summerfield, Louisiana, to ask what numbers he should shoot for. Tonight, she said go for 25 and 11.
They grab their own miss. And then Ewing with the dunk.
And with Patrick Ewing leading the way, the New York Knicks finally competitive again. The big man has quickly found a rapport with rookie point guard Mark Jackson. They are a team on the rise. Book that.
2 minutes remaining.
And English kicks to Johnson. Some nice passing here by the West. 5 on the clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Alex English using some deceptive strength right there to get that shot up and down through contact.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Drexler's checked in.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Jordan is doubled. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. A three-pointer, no good. The West leading by 3. Here's Johnson. Thomas grabs the board. Johnson's got only 4 of 11 from the field. Wilkins with the ball. English picks him up. Here's Ewing. Olajuwon with the block. Thomas passes to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Thomas kicks to Wilkins. Pass to Ewing. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Ewing's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, this team relies on and leans into Ewing to deliver in big moments. Not letting him down there. No sirree. Patrick getting it done.
Levers checked in for the West. Here's Johnson. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did. And the West as a team will
Come
certainly
on!
have work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. Lever, no good. And stolen by Olajuwon. Yes!
Olajuwon taking the hit and staying under control. What a powerful finish there.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're trailing by 5. There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Can't afford to waste time. If they can get a score quick enough, they can get back on defense and try to get a stop instead of having the foul.
Here's Bird. And another miss by the East.
Well, he's just not found his rhythm tonight. Partly because I think he's gotten fewer touches.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Bird. Shot and game clock separated by 5. No good from outside.
Wow.
Clark, no need to shoot. This one is done.
And they've got to be really pleased with tonight's effort.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
You know, when you think of Alex English, I think about all of the buckets he gave me and everybody else during his time of ravaging defenses. He's a volume shooter and a big-time scorer.
Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan now with 42 points, Clark. He has tied the record for scoring in an all-star game.
A piece of history. Boy, is he special.
And stolen by Jordan. Off with the layup.
Wow, no foul, no nothing.
And the West All-Stars seal the deal. Mild underdogs coming into the game, but Clark, the night was there.
Yeah, you know, it's all about fun and games and entertainment in these all-star games, but somebody's got to post a W. They said, might as well be us.
And the versatility was on display for the West All-Stars. Clark, a lot of interchangeable pieces.
I agree, Kevin. I like their young front.
Wow. The shot.
You know, when Michael Jordan is coming to town, you always wanted to get a good night's sleep, a good night rest, something good to eat, because you know the next day Michael Jordan is in your building.
Let's see. See Michael Jordan. Pendejo. Fourth quarter. 3 seconds remain.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball. With the steal.
Whoa.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland is won in Game 5 in the first round.
I never did this shit before, but damn, give us a warning or something.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up.
No, he misses. Cleveland is won in Game 5 in the first round.
That's some bullshit. That's some really bullshit right there, bro. Come on.
All right, Coach, Cleveland leads, Chicago inbound. What can the Cavaliers do?
The Cavs trying to deny Jordan the ball. They actually 2-on-1 him without the ball. Elo trying to catch back up. The shot's up. It's good.
Oh,
Michael Jordan.
Wow, Coach, a Game 5 winning shot. Doug Collins off the bench, and the Bulls have won.
You can never, ever count Michael Jordan out.
Okay. So, yeah, you're not gonna play the whole game. The shootout. Okay, what I gotta do here? Win the game. Outscore Dominique Wilkins. Score 40 points over Dominique Wilkins at 20.
Michael was a different level, man. He's a different level of competitiveness, just sheer will to win. He changed the game. He changed the game. I mean, not just in one aspect, in many aspects, every aspect of the game, he changed it. I played against some greatest players in the history of this game. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that lifted my ability to the next level. We enjoyed the competition with one another. We played very hard and fiercely against one another, but it was like you had two gentlemen going head to head. Michael Jordan and I wasn't just coming down the court getting dunks at the dunks. We found creative ways to score. I can't tell you the fun and the pleasure I had to play against him. You know, and Michael and I, we never really talked about those games. It was kind of a unspoken thing between us. You know, the respect level that we had was at a different level.
An unmistakable view of the Windy City and a lot of anticipation in the air.
Well,
welcome everyone to Chicago. This is...
Hold on. Take that field tape.
Kevin Harlan along with me, Clark Kellogg. We've got David Aldridge joining us from the sideline as we get set to watch the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, this should be a beauty.
You know, each of these teams, Kevin, has a guy who is in the running for the league lead in scoring. I'm, of course, talking about two guys that don't need introduction, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. Going to be a lot of fun watching these guys try to one-up each other offensively.
And Clark, beyond just Jordan and Wilkins, plenty of other talented scorers on each of these teams as well.
Kevin, you make a very good point. I mean, these are two impressive high-octane lineup, which I think could result in this score really getting run up.
This should be one to remember. And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls is John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright, in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Hawks. You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who sets the tone for their whole squad.
You are correct, partner. So if Jordan or Wilkins can manage to get off to a hot start, that could spread to the other guys and get their whole team rolling early.
That's a good point. Now, here is Webb. There's the pass to Malone. Shoots over Grant. Great positioning on the putback. The #1 objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
It's all in by the Bulls.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wilkins and Jordan. A couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof. Count it.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
The two scoring leaders facing off. But to dig deeper, let's go to a guy who can dig as deep as any, David Aldridge. DA.
Thanks, guys. We know that Dominique and Jordan's scoring will probably be the big story of the night. But there's a lot more to these guys' games.
Come on, man. Who's fouling?
With Wilkins, we've
seen him big ass nose.
Improving his rebounding.
Stop sticking your nose in people's business.
Defense can be just as impactful as his offense. Guys, back to you.
You know, David, that's an interesting point, and I think you're right. It's not just, Clark, about scoring tonight. It's got to be a multifaceted game. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly would, Kevin. Limiting your opponent's touches and disrupting their shot attempts and their offensive flow, I think, could be the real name of the game in this one. You just can't get it done with offense alone.
I know Jordan takes pride in his defense. We'll see if that's true tonight.
Yep, we'll keep an eye on that.
Some fresh competition, Clark, for the Bulls and Hawks in the league this year, with two expansion teams coming to the NBA in Orlando and Minnesota.
Exactly. I mean, these teams are focused on the game at hand. That's pretty obvious, but this is a very interesting time for the NBA. A lot of new talent and a new landscape.
A lot of growing indeed. Passes it to Malone. Clock at 6. 16 feet away. A second chance effort. Misses the layup.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
No good from Jordan. So it's the Hawks now. Rivers looking over the floor. Over Pippen. The Hawks again can't hit. You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree, the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Willis ejecting for contact.
Young, he's still right here.
It's a 2-point differential. Pass to Wilkins. And stolen by Jordan. Down low. Here's Pippen. And Pippen slams it in.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Scottie Booger, my man, look like he throw some big boogers out of his big ass nose.
Shoots over Cartwright. Malone can't hit. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace.
Yeah.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Michael Jordan.
Free throw good, Jordan. Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are. Now here's Wilkins.
Come on,
it's
Grant.
Wilkins finishing it off.
Keep your
Got a nice
retarded
knack
ass
for
up
knowing
in the
when
front,
to give
man.
it up.
I'm in the
Wilkins
paint.
showing he's more than just a scorer.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by 4. Jordan is double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Wilkins slams it in. Obviously, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen Clark both apply great defensive pressure. You know, but the Hawks have some fast hands and some nice defensive skills of their own.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. I mean, you think about Doc Rivers. If the Bulls aren't careful around Rivers, he could create a lot of havoc and force a bunch of turnovers. And in a contest between two very high-scoring teams, we know every possession counts.
Yeah, Rivers is like a coach on the floor.
He really is.
Michael, it's about time you cut that head, boy. Your shape up was all the way back there.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the basket by Webb.
They don't hesitate when they get their opportunity to punch it inside.
Chicago leading. Jordan right side. Back to Grant. Inside. Here's Paxson. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Paxson's got his second basket.
Operating inside at close range, Paxson with a nice touch on that inside shot.
And here's Wilkins from the arc. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up.
The Hawks, 14.
Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Dominic Wilkins, Antoine Carr out there with Moses Malone, and it's Smith, and it's Rivers in at the 2 guard. Cartwright against Carr. Cartwright misses. The Hawks trailing.
Miss a layup, bro.
Smith up top. He's covered by Grant. Smith the pass to Wilkins.
Oh, no.
Here's Malone. And Malone slams it home.
Oh, his length, his persistence, his size. Moses was custom made to own the glass. Great offensive play right there.
Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played a long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
Clark, how do you think the Bulls have done so far in defending Dominic Wilkins?
I think they've done a solid
My man got the Tony Montana nose,
They've taken away the easy looks for him.
A couple of Quellos, he's on fire.
That's really all you want to do against a great scorer like
that.
Yeah, make him work for every bucket. That's a good point. And the Hawks with possession here. The kick out to Wilkins. Malone in the corner. And there's the pass to Carr. Just 5 to shoot. Releases.
Jordan is an aggressive defender now. Excels at getting into his man and making things hard.
And the
Air Jordan lifting off, and the Hawks could do nothing about it.
And the Hawks with possession here. They trail by 7. Smith against Paxson. Here's Wilkins. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady.
The Hawks trail by 7. Feeds to Smith. Drops in the layup for two.
Known as a jump shooter primarily, Smith is also skilled at getting it done in close.
And they double up Jordan. And it's Pippen in the corner. Back to Jordan. Kicks it to Pippen. Over Rivers. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the 4th consecutive season.
And Kevin, I think that speaks to obviously the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games.
Tony, he's checked in for Smith. Here's Malone. Here's Wilkins, and Wilkins with the stuff. Dominique raising the intensity with that one. This matchup with the Bulls brings out his absolute best. Let's go to David Aldridge, who has some inside info on the Chicago Bulls.
Hey, Kevin, when you talk to the coaching staff and you say, what's the key to success against the Hawks, they have a one-word answer. Michael. They expect big numbers from Jordan, probably exceeding his average of 35 points from last season. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's good stuff there, David. Sometimes, Clark, the answer is that simple, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have to complicate it, especially when you're talking about Jordan, because he does make it really simple. Although he's not a one-man show, his whole team is going to have to still step up.
And they take pride in that, don't they? Helping this very special talent do what they've got to do.
Yeah, they're pros, and they get their checks twice a month, too. The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too. Wilkins silencing this Chicago crowd with a thunderous jam.
Willis, he checked in for the Hawks. Livingston comes in for Antoine Carr. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Livingston. Like we were talking about size, both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Contact and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin. And then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10". So, hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
It'll be a battle for sure.
Yo, how you miss a layup, bro?
And it's the Hawks ball. Stringing it together.
God damn.
Tony the pass to Willis. Wilkins surveying the defense. Right now, Dominique doesn't seem to be having much issue, Clark, working around the Bulls' defense.
And that doesn't bode well for Chicago. I think they've got to get a better handle on him, Kevin. They got to corral him. If Dominique is just getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, that is terrible news for the Bulls.
Jordan against Wilkins. Unloads from 13. Outside Pippen. Grant finds Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jordan shaking the backboard.
Jordan giving these Chicago fans what they want with authority.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wilkins, that's good.
Boy, Neek gets so much lift on that jump shot, it's really hard for any defender to affect his shot.
Clark, as we can see, checking in on the scoring duel between Jordan and Wilkins. They are matching each other pretty closely all game long.
Yeah, two superb talents when it comes
to putting the ball in the basket.
And I think the back and forth between them has really heated up.
It's been all about Dominique Wilkins for Atlanta. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it. Bulls trail by 4.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
Grant is out there with Pippen. Then there's Paxson. And there's Cartwright.
Pippen,
and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. And another great look at the two.
Oh, my God.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low.
Yo, but I just changed him. I know I ain't bugging, bro. Get this nigga out of here.
To eat that glass and block shots, too.
Yeah, both are fun to watch. Pass to Conklin. He kicks it to Webb. It's Wilkins on the wing. He's defended by Jordan. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Armstrong's checked in for Paxson.
B.J. Armstrong.
Malone with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Pass to Rivers. There's the lob to the hoop. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
Come on, Cartwright. What are you doing?
Leading by 8.
Get the rebound.
Pass to Webb. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Not sure what Coach said to them at halftime, but it certainly ignited a spark. They've got the lead now.
How the whole team is on
they need
fire?
a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Cartwright, the pass to Armstrong. Stolen by Webb.
Wow, man.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
The pass to Rivers. Takes the 13-footer, and again, it's Atlanta. Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best suit this squad.
Jordan finds Pippen. And the Bulls with another miss.
And a bit of a shooting slump here. I mean, he can't seem to get anything going.
We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that. Wilkins up top. Defended by Jordan. Kicks to Webb. Malone in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Wilkins. Chicago grabs the miss. Michael Jordan on the wing. Oh, my goodness. Chicago, Atlanta. It's a special matchup. And these fans feeling a little extra electricity from Michael Jordan in this one. Webb can't hit. Bulls trail by 8. And it's Moses Malone with the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Carr's checked in.
Team foul. Now in the lineup for the Hawks.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jordan against Wilkins. 5 to shoot. Kevin Willis is checked in for Atlanta.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the Hawks. Just 4 points. It's all they've given up here in the second half.
When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
Passes it to Wilkins. Here's Willis. Bank shot. No good. And here are the Bulls now. 6-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Jordan deciding where to go with it. You've got to appreciate a dunk like that, even if you're wearing an Atlanta jersey. My goodness.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Up top, Carr. Webb against Armstrong. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist guy.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. It shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
He's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt.
Rivers
So these niggas don't miss no free throws.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Jordan outside. It's deflected.
Wow.
Armstrong against Wilkins. Oh, the human highlight film adds another clip.
Let's rewind to the dunk contest on that one. Wilkins loves to go upstairs and take it to the rack.
And they double up Jordan. Back to Pippen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
Tony, he's checked in for Rivers. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Tony kicks to Webb. From about 16. Rebound by the Bulls. Cartwright's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And they double up Jordan. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level. And Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right. Here's Wilkins. Oh, missed it.
Look at how Pippen uses his length, those long arms, and his quickness to smother the shooter. Good.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it most.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Tony is out there with Webb. And it's Malone.
Scotty, I told you, keep your big ass nose out of people's
in at the small forward position. And the Hawks making a change here.
Stab somebody in the nose. I mean, stab somebody in the eye with that big ass nose.
Drops from Malone. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively, Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on them.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
Come on, bro.
Battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Shit.
Looking back at the third quarter, Clark, Jordan had the lead over Wilkins for points scored in that.
Damn, Scotty.
And Kevin, that could bode very well for MJ. Maybe some momentum coming into the fourth quarter where he has to continue to outduel Wilkins.
Pippen is doubled. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, I tell you, Pippen's length helps him close to the rim. Uses that length to score through contact.
Webb the pass to Smith, and the rejection by Pippen. A drive by Jordan, and Jordan slams it home.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
The Hawks leading. Pass to Livingston. He kicks to Webb. It's Wilkins on the wing. Guarded by Jordan. Webb. And too long on the shot.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Jordan.
And one.
And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, give them credit. They fought hard to get back into it, and now they're rewarded with the lead.
Rivers, he's checked in for Atlanta.
You know, something I like about both of these teams, the Bulls and the Hawks, is the experience they have, the range of experience. I mean, you've got younger guys like John Koncak and Horace Grant, and then you've got the seasoned veterans like Moses and Bill Cartwright. It's a really good balance.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Wilkins, the pass to Livingston. Kicks to Webb. Rivers against Pippen. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, really good vision, very unselfish. That's why you run offense through Scottie Pippen.
The Hawks trail by 4. Clark, I've always wondered how valuable you think it is for younger players to get a chance to play alongside more experienced players.
Kevin, I think it's crucial and absolutely vital. Older guys have a way of being able to teach a young star so much about patience and which battles you fight and which ones you let go and how you carry yourself as a pro and all of the nuances of playing in the NBA. Good veterans can help young players set the tone for the rest of their careers.
Oh, that's a great answer. Outside, Jordan. Shot clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. Jordan's got 42 in the game.
It is a given. Jordan loves delivering in these big moments. When it's an important possession, he wants the ball and the shot.
Here's Wilkins. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Wilkins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, gets some space and hits the big-time shot. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Jordan inside. He's defended by Wilkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The touch on Jordan's close-range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta making some changes. Koncak comes in for Livingston. And it's Carr in for Malone. Here's Wilkins. He dishes it to Webb. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Pippen. Here's Jordan. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Rivers. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Pippen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jordan's got 46 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Wilkins. They set the screen. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Takes it from 10, and the jumper falls for him. Wilkins has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, he's been streaky throughout his career, but this guy is unstoppable tonight, using all of his skills and that athleticism to put pressure on the defense.
And the shot goes down. And that's 10 points here for Scottie Pippen.
Pippen on the floor just for these moments. Big-time clutch shot from Scottie.
.106 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Back to Wilkins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Dominique Wilkins unafraid to put his body on the line, going right into that interior defense and getting himself fouled in the act.
Dominique Wilkins. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike.
Wow, coming through for his team at the line and cutting this down to a very tight game.
And they double up Jordan. Pippen outside. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. He is
Yo, BJ on thorn. Like, how you let...
Rising up, it's Dominique.
Not shying away at all. Fearlessly stepping into that big shot. Wow. Beautiful.
Come on, get away, bro.
And they double up Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. A shot by Jordan, no good. Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 2. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Look, they've got more than enough time to get a basket here.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Webb up top. Here he goes.
Yes!
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta.
Yeah, Kevin.
Get home safely, and we'll see you at the next sporting event.
Damn, 69 points in 6 minutes? Impossible. But I take it.
You think about the most complete basketball player Michael Jordan was.
Welcome, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavaliers. With Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Cleveland hosting Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. It's a key game in the Eastern Conference playoff race. And Mike, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it's turned into quite a rivalry.
There are many people looking forward to this matchup. Chicago has eliminated Cleveland in each of the last 2 years, both times in a deciding Game 5 of the first round. They know each other so well. No love lost between them.
None at all. And in terms of familiarity, this is the 26th matchup, Clark, between these teams over the last 3 years. That's a lot of battles. And there are no secrets, are there?
None at all, partner. You think the Bulls and Cavs could call each other's plays out. That's how well they know each other. Tonight, I think it comes down to execution at both ends. Of course, Chicago has an X factor and a significant edge to Michael Jordan.
Now let's give you the starting 5.
What's going on
For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Elo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
And here's Price after the three-pointer from Scottie Pippen.
Price does such a good job, always seems to find the open man. This is a guy who loves to share the basketball.
And stolen by Price.
Come on, Price. I forgot about him.
Daugherty with the screen on Jordan. Price dishes to Daugherty. Here's Jordan. Misses off the left iron. And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face?
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed. Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it. Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Elo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
Now here's Doherty. And Grant Doherty with the slam. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are number 1 in attempts.
Oh, man!
What a finish!
Oh, man, what a slam!
He's showing off, isn't he? That's just a show-off move right there.
More than a little bit, he was going for the highlight reel dunk.
And trying to break loose. The offensive rebound.
For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright has struggled coming back from a knee injury. In the 9 games since his return, the big fella is just averaging 9 points per game.
And the Bulls really need Cartwright to provide some offense. Look for Chicago to give him some touches early in the game to try and get him going.
Williams, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Taken away by Williams.
How
Oh, Nance in position. Stolen by Pippen. Jordan inside.
Michael Jordan.
Elo covering.
And while Michael Jordan has destroyed Cleveland this season, all-star teammate Scottie Pippen has struggled.
Coach, the numbers back up what you just said. Coming into tonight, Scottie shooting 16 for 50 from the field, 32% against Cleveland. The Bulls would like more scoring from him for sure.
And the wide open shot from Price. That's good, and it's Doherty with the assist. Price has got his second basket of the night. Michael Jordan on the wing. Elo covering. Here's Jordan. Tries again. In deep. Pippen drops it in. Pippen's got 7.
This is how active Pippen is on the glass. Refuses to give up on plays.
Bulls foul. John Paxson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Shoots a fader. Elo can't hit.
Perhaps he was a little too open that time.
Won't see that from him very often.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
19 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Price. Bill Cartwright grabs the rebound.
Not officially a block, but it's one in my book.
He really affected the shot. Was in great position. Textbook defense.
1 second left, and Grant sends it back. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers on top, up by 1.
Smack that shit.
Welcome back, everyone, to Ridgefield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. He signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But, you know, Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear here. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
They've got Price. Williams is out there with Dorton. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Elo in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Rocket 2. No good from Price. And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael. A season high for the all-world guard.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. Boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep.
There's Williams. Chicago grabs the miss.
He'd like that one back. That's normally a shot he makes.
Here's Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First team foul.
Hey, sometimes you just got to take a foul. That's the best way to protect the basket.
Yep, better to send him to the line than allow an easy layup.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, got 2 young players back.
And it's the Bulls.
Take them, Pippen.
Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And they double up Jordan. Back to Pippen. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Chicago. Mike, for the Cavs, the trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who is averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, one has already been cut. The other, playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. The pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, Pippen has an excellent sense for how the play is unfolding and doesn't have
big
much
ass
trouble
no, better have
finding those
an
open shooters.
Get that.
It's Price on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Get this nigga out of here.
Price has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense getting hung up on the pick there. They've got to get over it.
And every time they don't, they're just allowing the shooter to find the jumper. The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job. You know, on that shot, I'd like to see him go straight up with it.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
And that's a strong defensive effort to force the miss, especially against someone of his caliber.
Out to Nance.
2 minutes remaining.
Elo the pass to Nance.
2 minutes.
Cleveland moving it around from downtown. Drills the three-pointer. Elo's got 6. And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
Price, the pass to Williams. Now here's Nance. Elo dishes to Doherty. Williams trying to break free. Doherty with the bucket. Doherty's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. Cavaliers leading the league in all three-point categories. Mike, a great start from deep for Cleveland.
Threes are a key stat for the Cavs. They have to perform well from there to have a chance against Chicago. We'll continue to track it throughout the night.
That'll be interesting. And here's the fast break. Jordan, look out!
Second personal foul.
Listen, you either double Jordan now or you're going to pay for it later.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Brown's checked in. Armstrong's checked in for Chicago. And so Price will bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 3. Doherty with the screen on Armstrong. Passes to Doherty. So far in this one, Coach, Michael Jordan dominating the backcourt battle with Mark Price.
No real surprise here. MJ leading the league in scoring. It's another big night at the office for Jordan.
Price looking it over to the middle. Williams. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got his 4th assist in this one.
This is what Price does best. Phenomenal at setting the table for his teammates.
Here's Jordan. Again, Chicago.
Hard to believe, but when double teaming is not working for you, does the coach even consider sending a 3rd defender?
Feeds to Doherty. 3 seconds left. And foul on the shot.
What?
So he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
You know, sometimes you just got to work smarter, not necessarily harder. Doherty using the pump fake to get the defense off balance.
Second free throw, no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half. All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and DA. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. The Cavaliers trail by 5.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Pippen is out there with Grant. Then there's Armstrong. Then there's Cartwright. And it's Jordan in at the 2. The Bulls leading by 5. From the line, the rebound by Nance. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. Pippen kicks to Jordan. The dish now to Armstrong. 6 to shoot. It's Jordan with the drive. Great tee that time from Elo. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Price outside. To the paint.
Shit, somebody help him.
Doherty. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got his 6th assist on the night.
Tough to stop the 7-footer Daugherty inside.
Shakes him. No good that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And looking at Cleveland's 3-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
Here's Pippen, and it's Pippen stepping it down.
Well, I like to see Pippen being this assertive at the rim. He puts that impressive athleticism to good use there.
Price outside. Here's Doherty. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Chicago leading. And they double up Jordan to the left side wing. Grant the pass to Cartwright. Plays it up and banks it in.
Inside, Cartwright can play to his strengths, using his height to find looks.
Bounce pass, Price. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doherty's got 12 points in the game.
Perfect pass there, understanding how to set up his teammate.
Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. Pass to Nance. Goes up on the wing. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jordan. Craig Elo with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Price outside. Elo against Jordan. Elo the pass to Doherty.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Fires from 14. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. Pippen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Elo against Jordan. And the call will be against Larry Nance. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Williams, he's checked in for Nance. And it's Brown in for Bennett. Here's Jordan. Misses off the right iron. So Mike Fratello, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it has really turned into a terrific rivalry.
Well, the Bulls keep knocking the Cavs out in the playoffs. Division rivals play each other 6 times during the regular season, so they see each other a ton.
Very good point. Here's Price. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Chicago leading by 3. Pippen dishes to Armstrong. Pass to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And they double up Jordan. Now the pass to Carter. Jordan against Elo. Fires from the wing. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls. Elo against Jordan. Elo the pass to Price.
Bulls foul. DJ Armstrong.
Cavaliers making a switch here. First checked in.
Substitution for your Cavaliers.
40 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Brown kicks to Kerr. 5 on the clock. Brown with a screen on Jordan. Elo the pass to Brown. 2 points. That one goes. Brown's got his first basket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Coach Fratello, a one-sided matchup so far in this one. Per usual, Michael Jordan controlling the backcourt.
With MJ, it's twofold. We know he can score. He's won the last 3 scoring titles. He's also the best defensive guard in the league.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He hits the 2nd from the line. 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Kerr. It's good. Kerr's got his first basket of the night.
Nice job finishing inside. Kerr proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Jordan. And yes, it's good. And the Bulls lead by 4.
He's so difficult to slow down when he gets that fire in his eyes.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Bulls.
The Bulls, 43.
All right, we've made it to the 4th quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
Doherty is out there with Williams. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kerr. And it's Elo at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Love the show of authority from Doherty. Really packing a punch with the slam.
Here's Jordan. And it's good. 2 points. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic three-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the two-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said. Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan. And, Coach, no surprise, he has been dynamite.
Did they have to run that story today about Elo guarding Jordan? I think the article poked the bear, as if Jordan needed anything else to motivate him.
Isn't that the truth? My goodness. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist.
That's a heads-up play by Kerr, finding the open man and getting him the ball on time and on target. Well done.
And they double up Jordan. Pippen feeling it out a bit. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good from Pippen. And it's checked in for the Cavaliers. Price comes in for Kerr. And both free throws good for Pippen.
And he's been locked in from the line, proving he's someone that you don't want to foul.
Price outside. Pass to Doherty. And Pippen pulls it down. Pippen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Hey, we talk an awful lot about the scoring of Michael Jordan, and for good reason. But in these fourth quarters, the defense of MJ is significant as well. The Defensive Player of the Year in 1988. Jordan is a bad man on that end, too.
You know, Mike, the defense that Michael Jordan shows on the floor, it does change the game, doesn't it?
Michael is second in the league in steals. His combination of athleticism plus competitiveness make him a fantastic defender. Also, this guy just never gets tired.
No, he does not. And Jordan gets it to go.
And both teams have been clicking all night long on the offensive end.
Great shooting, and they've executed well. It's nothing but fireworks for the fans.
Here's Price. Drops it in from 11 feet. Price has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Stepping in from the line for Price, a 15, 18-footer is basically a layup. Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the Bad Boys the last 2 seasons.
B.J. Armstrong, no stranger to having to take and make big shots like these.
Price passes to Doherty. Williams trying to break free. Doherty, no luck. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Leading by 5. Here's Jordan. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You know, I think when you give up second chance points, a lot of it comes down to simply a lack of effort.
Yeah, it's simple. A key part of playing good defense is limiting the offense to one shot.
Head, bro.
And that starts with boxing.
Like you got a bow haircut.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Here's Elo. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Out for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark. What do they need to do to get to the final?
Kevin, I think they've got to toughen up. Become more aggressive, more physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating and give one out. They need more from Scottie Pippen, too. He only averaged 9 points a game in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
That's right.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
You see why they lean on him night in and night out.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. To the inside. It's Pippen on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Elo against Jordan. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Poke loose. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Scottie Pippen reminding everyone in the building of his overall value. He can do anything you need on a basketball court.
Doherty dishes to Price. Back to Doherty.
Doherty.
He kicks it to Price. They need this. He can't hit that time.
And you need that level of defense to stop him.
Left side, Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Armstrong.
And
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Through the foul, had the chance to sink it, too.
I thought it was still going in, even with the physical defense.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 13. 54 seconds left in the game. .54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down low. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Armstrong gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 15.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
Price against Armstrong. The kick out to Williams.
Bulls foul.
A different look now for Cleveland. Rollins checked in for Doherty. Brown comes in for Williams. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Craig Elo.
Rollins.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Cleveland with another turnover here.
Man, out of bounds.
Coming onto the floor.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. Got a piece of it.
Hey, anytime Rollins is around, your shot is in jeopardy of being denied. Excellent timing, and he's got that great reach, too.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Nice job to guide that miss back in with a deft little touch.
And what about the timing, Clark? He showed to be right where he needed to be at the right time.
That's a lot harder than he made it look. Great tip in.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
And the Bulls with another win over
Cleveland. For coming out and supporting your basketball team. Drive home safely and see you again soon.
There's no way I was going to score 69 points in a 6-minute game. Impossible! And I ain't trying to do no 12 minutes a game. That's crazy. Here we go, the last one. Bad boys. I don't know about all that.
Michael Jordan's flair, charisma, control, understanding the game. Nobody can do that. He was so graceful with the basketball, and he would change gears on you and change direction really, really quick. It's just amazing, man. If you see it, in person, it's like, we're like, oh. We start a fast break. Somebody's gonna get dunked on, and it's gonna be Michael dunking on somebody.
The L traversing away from the iconic Chicago skyline in the Sears Tower. It's our backdrop for postseason basketball.
All right, this is the last one.
Welcome everyone to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm Kevin Harlan with Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. We have Game 3 between the Pistons and the Bulls. Mike, I hope you can hear me. This Chicago arena is rocking right now.
Well, this city knows how pivotal this game is for the Bulls. It's a must-win situation for Chicago, and they'll need to be at their best to stand a chance.
Oh, and that won't be easy. Michael Jordan and the Bulls, Clark, have so far been stifled by this great Piston team.
Well, the Pistons are known as the bad boys, and for good reason. The defense is suffocating, it's physical, it's disruptive, and it's unrelenting. Chicago has to find some way to get their offense going in this series.
As you always say, they hang their hats on their defensive play.
That's right.
Here now, a look at the starting 5 for the Pistons. It's Thomas and Dumars in the backcourt. Rodman and Lampier, the fearsome frontcourt pair. And in the middle, James Edwards. Looking at the starting 5 for the Bulls. Jackson runs the point. Grant and Cartwright play in the post at the 4 and 5. And on the wings, it's the dynamic duo of Jordan and Pippen.
And the Pistons defense so physical. You know you'll get bumped and banged up against them. They are both intimidating and effective.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark. Now, here's Jordan. Shoots over Dumars, and there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Pippen. In part with the Pistons and their defense, they've also imposed what they call the Jordan rules. What is that?
Well, I tell you, it's 10 eyes on Jordan at all times, sending doubles, triples, and traps at Jordan whenever he has the ball, Kevin. And they know he's the key to the Bulls' offense, so they're really trying to cut him down with a lot of bodies and a lot of physicality. And so far, through the first 2 games, it's worked.
That's a good explanation. Kicks it out to Rodman. Pass to Dumars. Outside, Lambier. Edwards inside. He's against Cartwright. Guys, we've seen this pressure from the Bulls defense before.
And the Bulls seemingly over their injury issues now. Paxson's ankle and Jordan's hip are looking close to 100%.
And you know, Mike, it was obvious how those injuries impacted the Bulls early on. In games 1 and 2, their backcourt was just not at full strength, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Pistons. And there's a steely determination about this Chicago Bulls team. And with more on that, let's go across the way to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan has been silent with the media this week, but not with his teammates. Craig Hodges says that Michael talked to them. It's nothing motivational, just normal. But the Bulls coaches had a different demeanor. They want to stop the early Detroit runouts, stop them early in transition, and they want more offensive rebounding. Guys?
Thank you, David. More than 19,000 fans in this arena await the fate, Mike, of Chicago.
Detroit has come into this building and won 9 of the last 11. That's making a pretty good statement, especially in a place like Chicago where it's tough to win.
Big statement. You're right.
Get weak ass out of here, bro.
Mark, Isaiah Thomas, just 8 points in game 1, and then he had 10 points in game 2. He wants to get it going tonight. You can just feel it.
Absolutely, and you figure Zeke will have to be better than that. I mean, he's too good of a player to put up numbers like that all series long.
I agree. Now, here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Paxson against Thomas. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Edwards trying to get open, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. I could tell Michael Jordan through the first 2 games has been solid, but we know he is capable of more.
Just 20 points for him last game. I would imagine he does everything in his power to put up bigger numbers than that tonight.
This could be an all-timer. B.J. Armstrong's checked in for Chicago. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Love the pressure. He almost took it away.
Very active hands, disrupting the passing lanes.
And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Cartwright. 8 points for Jordan.
The mid-range is more or less wide open for Jordan. It's a go-to scoring area for him.
Thomas against Armstrong. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
There are very few players who can slow a scorer of his caliber down.
Like the Bulls have had some turnover problems in this series, and that is something they're going to have to avoid here.
Without question, 19 turnovers here in last game. You know the Pistons bring the pressure. Bulls have to minimize unforced errors.
Especially at this stage of the season in big games like this. Pass to Thomas, over Armstrong, and the basket by Thomas. Thomas got his second bucket.
The pace Isaiah plays at can really challenge a defense. He gets the hot pass and has a shot up right away.
The 3. Pippen misses. Pistons trail by 3. Outside, Aguirre. Passes it to Lambier. Grant against Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Aguirre. Pistons keep it alive. Edwards, that's good.
Look at the 7-footer protecting the play. Right, Edwards grabs the board and puts it back.
The pass to Jordan. It's Pippen on the wing. No good from the wing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Your Bulls lead by 1.
13, the Pistons.
Welcome back, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals here in Chicago. Here's Thomas.
And early in this series, the Pistons have had a big bench advantage. A lot of points chipped in from the second unit. It's a problem for the Bulls.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Joe Dumars is out there with Thomas. And there's Bill Lambier. Then there's Edwards. And it's Aguirre, and it's small forward. Dumars against Jordan. Dumars misses. Hey, Clark, remember in Game 1, the Bulls only managed 12 points from their bench.
But they did get it going in Game 2, Kevin, but so did the Pistons. I think the Pistons have a deeper and more battle-tested bench. Somebody on Chicago's side is going to have to really step up.
Thomas. Nothing doing for Thomas, and it's only getting worse. Dumars kicks to Thomas. To the paint. Another shot. Lambier, good.
Following up on the play, Lambier giving his all to make sure they convert.
The Bulls leading by 3.
Forgot about Bill Lambier.
Jordan passes to Armstrong. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Looking at the Pistons, you have to appreciate their approach. They play to their strengths and keep a very level head throughout the game.
Yes, that goes in. Dumars got 6 points.
Nice vision by Aguirre, creating an easy scoring opportunity by finding the open man.
And they double up Jordan. Out to the right wing. Grant dishes to Jordan. And Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And with the Pistons' approach, Clark, it's almost methodical how they go about things.
Kevin, it's not only methodical, it is maniacal and physical. And that's what being a champion does to you. This team knows they're great. They feel if they play their game, nobody can beat them physically, but more importantly, emotionally and mentally.
So confident. And the Pistons making a change here. Sally's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Pistons, John Sally.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a look at this Pistons offense, and they run an awful lot of pick-and-roll action effectively because they're an excellent passing team, and they work really well together.
Mike, looking at this Pistons offense, the pick-and-roll, the screen roll game is very deadly with Isaiah Thomas.
And it opens up everything for them as well. The team plays very unselfishly, always looking for a great shot and rarely settle for bad ones.
Very smart team. A shot by Jordan, no good. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Jordan drives in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Rolling towards the rim with momentum. Jordan is an absolute terror on the drive.
Thomas surveying the D. Pass to Aguirre. Over Pippen. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Armstrong. Launches a 3. That one doesn't go. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Now the Bulls have done a much better job, Clark, limiting turnovers in this game.
And it seems like they've made a concentrated effort to be more careful, to squeeze that orange a little bit better. You can see the change compared to the last game.
Pistons trail by 3. Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Here's Aguirre. Some solid defense from Pippen.
And the defense was ready for that. They know he's a threat at the rim and swarmed him on that layup.
The shot's good from Jordan.
All too easy for Jordan. Just unfazed by anything the defense throws at him. He's got an answer.
Here's Thomas. Detroit, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 5. Baseline Jay on the way. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Once again, Thomas struggling, Clark, to find any rhythm on offense.
And I'm wondering, Kevin, if it's the Bulls defense or something else. He's had a tough time getting his shot to fall.
Whoa, check out the hops from Isaiah. Getting all the way up there for the slam. And he has been dialed in since the tip with his shot. Great output from him so far.
Here's Thomas. Good on the shot. Thomas got 6 in the quarter.
Good job by Isaiah navigating to an inside shot, getting a high percentage look.
And they double up Jordan. Pippen kicks to Grant. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls. Mike Jordan is coming out of the gate hot, as we can see, shaking off that last 20-point performance.
And this was one of the more predictable things to happen. Jordan is just too competitive and driven to not come out strong after last game.
We knew it was going to happen. Fires from 14. That one goes. Count it. Jordan's got 22 points.
Another night, another electric performance by Mike. Where does it end?
Thomas against Armstrong. Thomas kicks to Lambier. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lambier's got his second bucket tonight.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Jordan. He goes. Good! He got it at the buzzer.
Isaiah's face looked tight.
A terrific shot to close out the quarter, and a great way to build confidence for the entire.
Welcome everyone.
That's what it was back in the day.
It's the Bulls and Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals showdown.
A lot of people say LeBron James couldn't survive in this era.
And a look at the two
Let me tell y'all
stars of these
something,
teams. Michael Jordan, coach.
LeBron James so big he could run through half
This
his
is
team.
exactly how
No
Jordan
problem.
and the Bulls wanted to start
Well,
things
you could
off.
tell LeBron
Jordan is
James
locked in. He looks like he's
is
on his way to
playing
another
according to the
incredible
game.
performance.
So when you
One
see
thing
him
the Bulls
faking
need
it
to
and all
make
of
sure
that,
they do is attack the rim.
that's the way the game
They
is
settled
played.
for way too many outside looks the first few games. You need to test the Pistons inside.
B.J. Armstrong is out there with Jordan. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Grant. And it's Cartwright in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Grant trying to break free. Jordan can't get it to go. Pippen in particular, Clark, shied away from driving early in this series, it seems.
Well, Kevin, the Bulls know the Pistons are going to touch them up, be physical with them.
They definitely got to do a LeBron James moment.
They need to get over that
for the NBA
and
2K,
go with
man.
reckless abandon and strength to the basket. Settling for outside shots is not going to win them this series.
Rodman kicks to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards.
Come on, get the rebound.
Really like how active Grant is on defense. I mean, he takes a ton of pride in making things hard for his opponent.
And catching up with both coaches, here's David.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, spoke with Phil Jackson. He said Detroit likes to play on the inexperience of our younger guys, and they come after us. We have to take care of the ball on the open floor. And in Detroit, Chuck Daly is concerned about an emotional burst out of Chicago in what feels like a do-or-die second half for the Bulls. Back to you guys.
Them one.
Thanks, D.A. Yeah, going down by 3 zip in this series would effectively end it.
Detroit winning the regular season series 4-1. Many people are questioning whether Chicago can actually handle this team.
Grab that.
And regardless of how this series goes, what a successful year it's been for Chicago. 55 wins, the second most in franchise history.
Thomas passes to Lambier.
They'll land.
Here's Edwards.
I remember they had a basketball game.
Here's Thomas.
Like they were punching each other in the face.
Cartwright's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jordan is double. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That's his first foul. Hey, Clark, no matter how this series shakes out, you feel the Bulls are poised for something bigger in the future.
Clearly, Kevin, the foundation is laid. They got a star and a really good core group. I think it's just a matter of growing this group together, maturing, becoming more confident and physical, and you could see them competing for a title in the very near future.
We've seen this process before. It takes time, sometimes, for teams to get by a tough opponent.
Great point, Kevin, and there's no denying it. You don't see teams become championship teams overnight. There's a seasoning and a journey that's required to become champions.
And stolen by Thomas.
And, you know, these teams met 5 times during the regular season, and the Pistons won 4 of those meetings. That has to be a factor in the back of the minds of the Chicago Bulls.
Jordan is double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
I'm trying to pass it, yo. Pass this shit.
And here is Rodman. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Edwards. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Armstrong. The 10-footer. And Grant sends it back.
Great defense from the big man there. Grant positioning himself perfectly to get the block.
Rodman with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Rodman touched it last. Aguirre's checked in for Rodman. Jordan is double. Inside. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
It could be a simple game.
You like a weak smooth on.
Watch the points go up this way.
If you look back to the prior year, Mike Fratello, the Pistons won all 6 regular season games.
High school football coach.
And the Eastern Conference Finals.
You're soft dude, we call you a smooth on.
It's a budding rivalry. The Pistons aren't intimidated by Jordan. Feels like these teams have been in each other's way the last few years.
Which makes for a great rivalry. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Thomas got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas, cash money. Oh, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
Jordan is double. To the middle, here's Cartwright. Goes back up. In deep, Pippen drops it in. Pippen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Oh, they look confused and lost out there, just getting out-hustled every trip.
And there's no excuse for that. You have to show more heart when it comes to closing out plays.
Thomas passes to Edwards. Shoots over Cartwright. Edwards can't hit.
He's out there just forcing it. Terrible mindset to have with the way he shot so far.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Jordan. Over Thomas. No good from Jordan. And after that great start to the game, the Pistons have made the right adjustments for Michael Jordan.
You know, the Pistons don't just give in or roll over, not with this defense. I mean, they'll always throw a new wrinkle in if a player gets hot.
Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. He's got 6.
Such an excellent teammate. Dumars guys appreciate when he passes it to them when they're open.
Dumars against Jordan. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The Bulls are doing a nice job adapting to the rough Detroit defense. They know the contact is coming, absorb it, and go make a play.
Sally, he's checked in for the Pistons.
And the athleticism of Jordan is out of this world. Simply just an incredible player who does whatever he wants on offense.
Thomas against Armstrong. Thomas, no good. Jordan outside. No good there.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter.
Trying to make them foul me.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. In Chicago, they're up by 11.
Yo, welcome to my channel, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, smash that like button, comment below. Let me know how you think I'm doing. I'm not a real
here we go, the fourth
big
quarter
basketball fan, but
game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I do like basketball.
By 11. In the second
I'm a big football fan, so I'm trying to do the best I can.
Lead the way.
And you can't help but be impressed by the show Jordan is putting on. There is no way for them to slow down or contain his airness.
It's been wonderful.
And you look at the coaches in this matchup. Obviously, the Pistons have a legend on their bench who has won a title. But the Bulls have shown well under Coach Jackson.
And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Thomas. Sally is out there with Edwards. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Dumars with the 2-guard. And Coach Phil Jackson in his first full year with the Bulls.
And you know, Kevin Jackson has changed the offensive approach for this team. He was an assistant before with the Bulls, so he understands their personnel. Seems like a really good fit so far into his team.
He was an assistant under Doug Collins.
Yep.
Rodman looking it over. The dish to Edwards. Pocket 6. Dumars, the pass to Rodman. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Rodman's got his first 2 points.
Really good cut from Rodman. They're being rewarded for working hard in that screen and roll action. You know, late in the ball game is when the experience of the Pistons will start to show itself. They've been outstanding when it comes down to winning time.
Passes it to Carter.
What are you?
Grant outside. And 3 from Jordan. Rebound, Detroit.
No, he was supposed to dunk that, bro.
Yes, in this half. I'm not sure what he needs to get his shooting on track.
From 12 feet out. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Thomas. Mike, you look at the Pistons and their experience. They gained so much last season, didn't they?
And the Bulls.
Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Outside Thomas. The pass to Dumars. Over Jordan. Dumars misses. And the Bulls ahead in this one, Clark. They've minimized mistakes, and they have the lead to show for it.
Exactly, and you know, sometimes it's really simple. Take care of the ball, get good shots, and usually good things happen.
As a defender, you have to stay attached to Jordan. But here he notices him playing tight and wisely draws the contact.
And the Pistons making a change here. Lambier's check.
Yeah, but how the whole team of
Just
Pistons
under
is on fire and they're
here in the
losing?
final quarter. Thomas up top. He's covered by Armstrong. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
You see the court awareness. Thomas recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
And they double up Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for your Bulls.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 13-point game.
Well, the Bulls have fouled a lot more in this game. They let the Pistons kill them at the line. You can't let that happen late in games.
Lots of room. And that's good off the glass that time. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
He's doing everything he can to carry this team. But even his impressive numbers can't do it alone. Others need to get involved.
A shot by Jordan, no
good. Cartwright,
and you would think the more physical Pistons would be sending the Bulls to the line more often, but Clark, that has not been the case.
Kevin, one of the keys to the Pistons' success defensively is they play physically, they play hard, but they don't foul a lot. They foul you hard when they do make contact, but they're not recklessly fouling. And the Bulls can't afford to give away
rebounds, no
line
nothing.
too often.
They cannot. Jordan against Dumars. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
A misstep like this will not help things.
Yeah, bad mistake, no question. They got to brush it off and find a way to get back in this one.
And they double up Jordan. And Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Isaiah Thomas. 3rd personal foul.
Let's it go from 14. And it's good off the back rim and in. Jordan's got 40 points. Here's Dumars. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rodman. A shake. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got his fourth rebound in this one. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
Pistons trail by 13. Got a piece of it. Pass to Dumars. Buried from 15 feet out.
And he's trying to carry this offense, but he can't do it alone. His guys need to help him.
Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Rodman.
Oh, my goodness.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him.
Thomas against Armstrong. Thomas inside. Second shot opportunity. And it's laid in by Rodman. Rodman's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Here's Jordan. And he makes good on the way. Jordan's got 44.
The offense very impressive tonight, creating a lead that was too large to overcome.
Executed the game plan perfectly.
Here's Dumars, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And it's clear Dumars takes pride in being a leader for this squad. Such an important part of this team.
So for the Pistons, Sally comes in for Edwards, and it's Henderson for Isaiah Thomas. And Dumars drops them both. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. Here's Grant. He dishes it to Jordan. Good work defensively by Rodman.
Wow.
And Detroit has possession. They trail by 9 points. Lambeer for three. Will Cartwright grabs the rebound. Here's Jordan. And he drops it in from the low post. Jordan's got 46 points.
Tremendous strength there from Jordan. Knows he's going to get hacked inside. Finishes through it.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And Dumars drops them both. And Phil Jackson is what you take.
Unique timeout here with the game pretty much settled. Got me scratching my head a little bit.
Win or lose, always a teaching moment. Coach didn't want to wait.
Like in a game they needed to win.
Oh, they get that 47 points.
What a tremendous effort from Chicago.
Series now.
All I needed was 3
2-1.
seconds and 51. Damn.
Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely, and we'll see you in the next.
Oh, we got more?
Michael Jordan won.
The backdrop of the NBA Finals after yet another beautiful day here in Southern California. Hi, everyone. Welcome to sunny Los Angeles for Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals. Chicago with a commanding 3-1 lead. With Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Mike Fratello, Michael Jordan and the Bulls, 1 game away from their first title.
Kev, Chicago has won the last 3 games of the series.
The
Bulls have all the momentum. They have a speed and quickness advantage. Michael can taste that first title.
And for the Lakers, their backs against the wall and without 2 of their starters.
Those 2 guys are Byron Scott and James Worthy, Kevin, both out tonight. A devastating blow for the Lakers. So Magic Johnson will have to take on more of a load. Figure out a way to ignite a stagnant, depleted Lakers offense.
That is a gigantic challenge. And now a look at the Chicago Bulls. The MVP, Michael Jordan, is in the backcourt, joined by sharpshooting John Paxson. Chicago's defensive stopper, Scottie Pippen, is in the small forward. Horace Grant is at the 4. And the experienced veteran, Bill Cartwright, is at the center. And for the Lakers, Magic Johnson runs showtime. Terry Teagle and A.C. Green are in the lineup, both injury replacements. Sam Perkins at the 4 can really shoot it. And Vlade Divac, the young, skilled 5.
The Lakers missing 2 stars, Byron Scott and James Worthy. They'll really rely heavily on 2 rookies, Tony Smith and Eldon Campbell.
Now, here's Johnson over Jordan. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Most comfortable close to the hoop. Magic Johnson. The majority of his points come inside.
Jordan with it. Now Green defending. And again, no good by Chicago. And Clark for L.A., A.C. Green is going to have to be a very big part of their attack tonight.
Kevin averaging just 4 points a game in these finals. A.C. was huge when the Lakers beat Portland in the Western Conference Finals. Brought a ton of energy. I think the Lakers need that version of him tonight.
Oh, I would agree. And the Lakers have had some tough luck with injuries so far, especially in Game 4. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Lakers will be without their all-star forward, James Worthy, and their starting shooting guard, Byron Scott. Worthy, of course, suffered a badly sprained ankle in the Western Conference Finals and re-aggravated it in Game 4 of this series. And Scott went down with a shoulder injury in the same game. It's going to take a group effort to make up for those absences. Guys?
Well put, D.A. Both Worthy and Scott are crucial, Mike, to this Lakers offense.
And not only their offense, those 2 guys have alternated guarding Jordan throughout the series. Without them, the Lakers have limited options defensively.
So far, Clark, the leader in assists in the final, not Magic Johnson. It's Michael Jordan facilitating.
How about that, partner? I mean, he's been incredible, averaging about 12 assists per game.
Wow.
He's also been the leading scorer in each game as well. That's otherworld-like production.
It is. Game 1 of the finals, a Bulls loss, 18 combined points for Paxson, Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant. Games 2 through 4, Mike, those 3 averaging 42 points a game.
That trio, the other Bulls starters, their success is essential for Chicago. The Bulls need scoring outside of Pippen and Jordan.
Clearly proven. Jordan. In this closeout game, Michael Jordan is off to a quick start.
And Michael Jordan, smelling blood, looking to break the will of the Los Angeles Lakers. He wants to finish this series off in 5.
Lets it go. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan can taste that first title, and he wants to end it tonight.
I've got Michael Jordan on the injury watch list tonight. He's got a jammed toe. It's badly bruised, and you know how painful those can be, Coach. Extremely difficult to play through that kind of an injury.
After playing through that toe injury in Game 4, Michael told us it didn't bother him then, and it won't bother him now. I think Jordan will be A-OK tonight.
Here's Pippen, following the basket by Vlade Divac. Jordan inside, defended by Divac. Divac with some nice D. Johnson surveying the floor. Paxson with the steal. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Love when MJ finishes with strength, leaving no room for error with the slam.
The Lakers trail. Johnson outside. Dishes it to Green. And stolen by Jordan. Mike, remember in Game 4, the last time out, the Lakers shot just 37% from the floor.
Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were monsters on the defensive end. Magic and the Lakers will need to execute better to have a shot tonight.
37% just is not going to get it done.
This guy got to get out of here, bro.
And it's in there.
Such great vision. That's why they call him Magic. Always seems to find the open man.
Jordan down low. And it's blocked by Divac. Paxson against Johnson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, Magic is simply that good and that smooth. Even while being fouled, he gets it up and down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pippen, the pass to Grant. Jordan, right side. Tries again. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow.
Known as having an unorthodox shot, Cartwright is such a valuable role player. A big man who does what's asked of him.
And the second free throw, good.
Man, shoot retarded.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. Second quarter here in the 1991 NBA Finals, Game 5 with Mike Clark, This is Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan and the Bulls trying to close it out tonight.
The leading scorer in each of the first 4 games of this series? Yeah, you guessed it, Michael Jordan. In the regular season, MJ led the NBA in scoring for the 5th straight year. Jordan cannot be stopped in this series.
Divac, the pass to Campbell. He dishes it to Smith. Johnson in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Wow, Magic Johnson has been stellar looking to extend this series.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
They've got Smith. Divac is out there with Campbell. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. And for Jordan Clark, it's not just scoring in these finals.
It sure isn't, Kevin. He's averaging almost 12 assists per game, in addition to his usual spectacular defense. And with a closeout game on the line, I expect a monster performance from Michael Jordan. And if the Bulls win, he will clearly be your finals MVP.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. I compared to Game 4, a significantly better shooting night tonight from the Lakers.
An encouraging sign for the Lakers. They aren't forcing things up like they did last game.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Divac. And here is Campbell.
And now they're just 1 foul away from being in the bonus.
I expect to see them attacking more now, trying to get the defense to give up that next foul.
And the Lakers making a change here. Perkins is checked in. Here's Johnson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2.
Damn, no foul.
Green with the rebound. But Michael Jordan's assist numbers are down tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's early, but a point of emphasis for the Lakers here in Game 5, no doubt. Don't allow Jordan to set up teammates for easy looks. Make them work.
Fighting hard for the second chance look. Perkins knows completing the play is worth the effort.
Jordan against Smith. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 18 points in the game.
They look to him offensively. A player who makes an impact on this end.
Here's Johnson. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Protecting the ball well there, Johnson. Very skilled at scoring against tough defense.
Jordan against Smith. For 3, Pippen. And the dunk by Grant.
And what a time to have that throwdown.
Clark's second chance points, so big in close games.
Always a factor.
And that will fire this team up.
Let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Now the marquee matchup of Magic versus Michael has not disappointed. But what's surprising is that Jordan is actually averaging more assists than the assist king. Coming into this game, Jordan is averaging 11.8 assists per game compared to Magic's 10.5. Kevin, back to you.
DA, astounding numbers. Thanks for that report. And both stars, Clark, have played nearly every minute of this series. I mean, they've gone nonstop.
Well, that's not surprising, Kevin. This is it. There's no time to rest. I mean, both guys know exactly how important.
Hold on, man. Let me. Defensive setting.
Each game is in this series, and that's why they're averaging the minutes they are, about 44 per game.
You know, carrying that kind of load on both of their shoulders, you would think, my gosh, will they be brought down by the weight of that? Not these guys. They thrive in these situations, don't they?
They really relish opportunities like this to compete at the highest level and see who can come out on top.
Remember, Chicago and L.A., two very different, distinct franchises, Mike.
This is the Lakers' ninth trip to the finals since 1980. They're used to being here. For Chicago, this is their first ever trip to the finals.
And it's Armstrong missing.
He'll normally convert on that finish. The defense got lucky.
Mike, as we see, we've been tracking this matchup the entire NBA Finals. Multiple-time MVP winners, Magic Johnson, compared with Michael Jordan.
The Magic Man is keeping it close tonight, but the Lakers need him to win that battle to have a chance tonight. Let's see how this one plays out.
I cannot wait.
I'm going to do a cartwheel right when I kick
Growing
the shit
up
out of
here in
it.
Inglewood, Eldon Campbell
That's why
has
they
to
don't
be
call
on
you car right.
cloud nine playing in the
I'm going to do a
finals.
cartwheel
The
real
rookie
right.
was the Lakers' first-round pick this season.
They get the rebound. Perkins. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Some grown man points from Perkins. Great to see him battle.
Armstrong kicks to Jordan. Passes it to Grant. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And they double up Jordan. Gets Pippen on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Grant. Pippen dishes to Jordan. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 7. Johnson outside. To the inside. Here's Divac. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Good luck with that. Divac so tough to deal with in the paint.
Here's Jordan. And Jordan is cooking here in the second. You can tell he wants to end this series.
That's what this team needs right now.
You're right, cutting the deficit with the one-handed flush.
Maybe that can give them a little spark.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
What the
Magic
fuck?
has come alive, doing all he can do to
Get a hook shot all the way back there.
He's really doing an
made it
outstanding
in?
job creating for others.
He's making plays, setting guys up. A great teammate.
And stolen by Perkins. Here's Green. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And Green focuses on taking quality shots inside, which is why he shoots a solid percentage.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. It is a spectacular early evening here in Southern California. This is Game 5 of the 1991 NBA Finals. Second half here from Inglewood. The Lakers looking to extend the series. Chicago wants it to end.
Make my room hot, bro. 75-inch TV. Make the room real hot, dude.
Lakers leading by 11.
Winning an NBA title is the final hurdle for Michael Jordan. He's won MVPs, scoring titles, even a Defensive Player of the Year award. But it's a team game, and winning this series is the last thing for Michael to accomplish.
So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Grant is out there with Pippen. It's Michael Jordan. And there's Cartwright. And it's Armstrong in at the point. Jordan's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And there's the pass to Perkins. Here's Teagle, a second chance effort. He gets that one. Teagle's got 6 points. And an NBA title, the only thing missing for the great Michael Jordan, Clark.
And Kevin, he's made some sacrifices, no doubt about it. As a young pro, I think sometimes Jordan tried to do it all himself. But MJ's game has continued to evolve, especially his passing. He's developed so much. Getting a ring is the final spoke in the wheel.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And Magic is one of the most exciting players in the game because his level of creativity is simply incredible.
And when it comes to shooting numbers, Mike, the Lakers have been good tonight.
Well, with Magic Johnson running the offense, you expect these numbers. Much better from the Lakers.
Yeah, in every way, you're right. Here's Teagle. And the Lakers with another miss. Bulls trail by 15. They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Michael Jordan with a fantastic first half. Wants that to continue here after the break.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy and getting any shot he wants.
Johnson against Armstrong. Johnson, the pass to Perkins. 6 to shoot. Here's Teagle. He's got 6. No good with the elbow jumper. In stark contrast, Clark, to the first 4 games of the final. Michael Jordan with barely any assists.
I think you've got to give credit to Mike Dunleavy and his staff, Kevin. I mean, they've made an adjustment, and a good one. Defending Jordan much better now.
It's working. Rebound by the Bulls.
Solid defensive effort. Putting in the work to protect the hoop and disrupt his shot.
And Jordan throws it down.
Soaring in with the one-hand slam.
Woo, that's a statement finish right there.
He's hoping to get his teammates excited, I'm sure.
Johnson, the pass to Green. Perkins against Grant. Pass to Teagle. Outside, Green. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Divac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, you look at Divac muscling his way to a shot inside, getting the ball in the air despite the contact. That's just good, solid work.
Now we're through a half and into the third, Mike. Paxson, Grant, and Cartwright are still struggling offensively.
And not all 3 have to be great, but collectively, they have to do more. Make the Lakers defend someone other than MJ. Defense tries a little too hard to stop Jordan, and he smartly draws the foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Eldon Campbell is checked in for defense. And both free throws good for Jordan.
Free throw shooting is a skill, and this guy absolutely has it.
Pass to Green. Passes to Teagle. Back to Green. Here's the teardrop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Put on Pippen.
If there's a game, AC Green will be ready. This guy never misses games. That's why they call him Iron Man.
Smith checked in for Teagle. Here's Jordan. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
For 3 straight seasons in the playoffs, the Bulls were eliminated by the Pistons. But Chicago swept the bad boys to get here to this final, slaying their dragon in the process.
Smith for 3. The shot that time, not on target. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Pippen, the pass to Grant. Jordan outside. And they double up Jordan. Back to Grant. Pulls up on the elbow. Jordan's shot is off. And the Bulls eliminating the Pistons, Mike, the defending NBA champions in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That Pistons series was a mental hurdle for the Bulls. Players telling me in previous years, the Pistons' mind games would get to Chicago. Not the case this time around. The Bulls maturing as a team.
Mentally strong for sure. No good from Campbell.
That's a tough finish. Even from that range, he has a hard time against that kind of a defense inside.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Putting it down with some power.
Wow, a true rim rattler.
Yeah, going up strong with both hands.
Johnson, good. Johnson's got 22 points. Mike, Chicago leading this series 3-1, a win away from an NBA title.
Michael Jordan so close to that elusive first ring. Winning it all would take MJ's career to another level.
Absolutely.
They've worked really hard to pull themselves back into this one, but there's still more work to be done.
Let's hope they didn't use all their energy fighting to claw back into it, because they got to find a way to grab the lead.
And one.
On the break, Michael Jordan has been on fire.
Oh, the determination is unmatched. MJ able to embrace contact and finish. And he'll shoot one more.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. Well, Mike, all series long, we've been monitoring the battle of MVP. Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. And as we can see, Jordan with the advantage tonight.
And Kev, it's been that way the entire finals. The Bulls have a 3-1 advantage. A huge reason is Michael has outperformed Magic.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jordan is double. Here's Armstrong. That 3 off the mark.
The big caught right, a big dummy.
Johnson outside. On the pass to Campbell. Johnson left side. Fades away. Count it, good. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Putting the team first at that pass. Smith would rather see points on the board than just take a shot of his own.
The points coming in bunches as we... And the fourth quarter from Inglewood. NBA Finals Game 5. Kevin Harlan joined by Mike Fratelli. Clark Kellogg and David Alden. Could this be the final period of hoops played this season?
Over the last 11 seasons, 5 titles for the Lakers, 9 trips to the NBA Finals. However, it feels like their time just might be up. LA has a roster that is getting older.
Johnson is out there with Smith. Then there's Campbell, and it's Green, and it's Divac in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Jordan against Smith. And he gets the bucket. Mark the state of this Lakers franchise. Will they be dominant, you think, this decade?
Kevin, it's going to be hard to sustain this level of excellence. I mean, Magic and Worthy getting older. This series, to me, feels like a changing of the guard in the midst.
Jordan is double. It's stolen by Smith. We've seen, Mike, a great offensive game plan from Mike Dunleavy and the Lakers tonight.
Well, they took notes on what went wrong in Game 4. They made some changes, and it's a much smoother offense tonight.
These are all the things you talked about before the game, and sure enough, it's unfolding before our eyes. Jordan can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 8.
They used to call foul for Jordan like crazy. In this game,
Green
they ain't
taking
doing
his
it.
time here. Armstrong against Johnson. Smith, the
Turn around, turn around.
It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Johnson's got 26 points.
We always talk about the passing of Magic. But when his team needs it, Johnson can score.
Pass to Grant. Feeds it to Pippen. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And they double up Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. Grant gets a wide open look. The Lakers leading in part because, Clark, they've limited Jordan's assist total.
You know, you really can't stop Jordan from scoring. So I think you have to take away something else, and the Lakers not allowing Jordan to both score and facilitate, and it's working well for him.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Outside Jordan.
Los Angeles. Back to his second personal. First team foul.
Jordan against Smith. Jordan's shot is off. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Down low, Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
A little extra magic for the fans on this play. Rising up for the slam. Well done.
So we're deep into this one. The Bulls not getting a lot from the trio of Paxson, Grant, and Cleveland.
And it's a big reason the Bulls are down. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen can only do so much. They don't need a ton of help, but they need some help.
Exactly. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Armstrong. And the Lakers with some changes. Perkins comes in for Campbell. And it's Teagle in for Smith.
First team foul.
Lakers working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Perkins with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Perkins uses a mixture of size and agility to outsmart the defense when he's inside.
Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Going way upstairs for the one-handed jam. Major athleticism on display.
And Clark graceful, too. So graceful. He almost makes it look easy.
Sure does.
Really, that dunk is a testament to his skill around the rim.
Devon's a screen on Armstrong. He's feeling it. Rebound, Grant. Grant's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Jordan. He can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Devon. Lakers leading by 9. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his 5th foul.
Second team foul.
1:53 left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack. A fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
Pippen can't hit. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Pippen.
What are you doing, man?
Devon sets a screen. They kick it out to Green. Back to Devon. Rebound, Grant. Bulls trail by 11. Jordan outside. To the paint. Here's Grant. And Grant slams it home.
Grant is known as a really solid, non-flashy guy, but he's got some tricks up his sleeve, too, as he showed you there.
Johnson up top. He's covered by Armstrong. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. And Jordan throws it down.
Easy bucket right there. I think you could have even scored on that one.
Oh, yeah. I'm good for one wide-open layup a night.
Here's Johnson and the rejection by Pippen.
Well, there's still a little time on the clock, but I think this one's a wrap.
A few possessions I'm sure they'll review on film. Might have changed the course of this game. And everyone in this building knew Jordan would hit it. He just comes alive in these situations.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Campbell is checked in for Los Angeles. Smith comes in for Green.
And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
These guys have been lights out from the charity stripe, protecting their lead.
Timeout called, the Bulls. They're down by 7. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. 29 seconds left in the game. Cartwright the pass to Paxson. And the Bulls get it back. Armstrong dishes to Pippen. This one for three. They grab their own miss.
Well, now y'all getting rebound?
Goes up again. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Crazy, bro.
To burn you on the offensive glass there. That's simply on the defense.
All the time we need to be rebounds. We got
remember to box out. When you don't, this is what happens.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Hey, it's pretty simple, if we're honest. Tonight, they just weren't good enough.
At this point, you start thinking of next game, because this one is finished.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. And it's Armstrong missing. And the series will shift back to Chicago. Mike, the Lakers forcing a game 6.
The Bulls are still in.
The Bulls, 57. Thank you once again to everyone for making it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that be it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and comment below. Let me know how you think I'm doing. It's the Night Train, and I'm out of here, man. It's the Monster Squad. Yeah. God bless everybody. Peace.